it looks like our battle is going to be right down the 11th through 13th position. So it's really the right behind what we're watching and what we're watching as well. As Whitley now looking underneath Cedric Hunter coming out of 4th. That's going to be a battle for 7th position. Whitley starting to work that low line, trying to cut underneath Cedric Hunter coming out of 2, draws right to the back end of him, almost taps him. Gave him a little push. Hunter said, here, I'm going to drop to the low side. Go around me, sir. And Mark Whitley said, gladly. Comes around the top side and will overtake 7th position on lap 28 of 194. I'd like to say hello to everyone who rejoined us and refound us here on Facebook. And in just a moment, we'll be there on YouTube as well, as we are had little technical demons decide to come and mess with a lot of our equipment, evidently, as Robert was too busy getting funnel cakes than to guard the equipment from bad little gremlin guys who decided to chew through a sound wire. And our first stream had absolutely no sound whatsoever.
Okay, if you say so.
That's exactly what I said.
You said?
It was the gremlins, and they were chewing. I was like, I just gnawing on it like a chicken bone.
Oh, man. I do apologize for that, everybody. I don't know what happened, but I think we are good to go.
Miss Tina says your mic might be a little bit low, sir.
Mine?
Oh, yeah, or I might just be really, really loud. You never really know when it comes to us.
I don't. Okay. I think I know what it is, but there we go. Okay, there we go.
Lawson's going to come into the pits. That's an early pit. Well, not really. Lap 31. They got so many sets of tires here, Robert. It's not like they said, all right, we got 167 laps. We're going to give you what you got on your car in 3 sets. Now, they got, what is it, 5 in the pits?
They started out, yeah, a total of 5, so they got the set on and with 4 in pits. So that's correct. Yeah, so I told you earlier wrong, but I do apologize for that. So, okay, my mic's better there. Yeah, I had it away from my face, Tina, because I was trying to do other stuff. And again, I'm not going to dwell on it, but I do apologize. I have no clue what happened, but it is what it is because Lee unplugged my stuff.
So Zach Hall overtook 2nd position. Now Levi Cox is battling back for it on the inside. Again, a battle for 2nd. But Hall was able to overtake it and then now took it again. So Zach Hall trying to chase down Larry Yingling on lap 33. Hello once again. Tina says it's better now. Thank you, Miss Tina. Hello to everyone on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for finding us again. Like, man, there's so many things I can say it's inappropriate. I got to make sure I don't go there. But yeah, we apologize for the technical difficulties that we had, but glad you was able to find us and come up in now to enjoy World Series of Sim Racing, race number 5 here at Iowa. And since nobody heard anything that we said earlier,
nope.
One of the things we was talking about, Robert, is how this is a different breed of track. It's not your 1.5 mile midsize. It's not, it's not, of course, it's not a super speedway, but it's not a short track either. This is such a different, unique track to drive that it really is it's a track that a lot of drivers circle on their calendars.
Well,
because either they do really, really good at this track or they can't do it at all.
Right. Well, just to fill you in here, Lee, NASCAR is coming to Iowa for the first time. So NASCAR normally don't run this track. So this is the first time in NASCAR history that they'll be running Iowa in the Cup cars. So I believe that's probably why World Series put this in their Season 3 schedule, because NASCAR is going to be doing it.
So Danny Lawson on Facebook says that his motor blew.
What? Oh, that's not good.
No, not good at all. So Lawson out for the evening.
The Gremlins got him.
Them Gremlins, I'm telling you, Iowa's got corn and Gremlins. That's all they got.
Yeah. I blame it on the Gremlins. You need to remind me before we go live, Lee, is make sure you reboot the computer.
I mean, I shouldn't have to mama you.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, it has been a long week, sir. I am glad to be here on our typical Saturday night watching the World Series of Sim Race. Whoa, Zach Hall. Don't get loose, boy. Coming out of 4, Hall got a little bit squirrely as we are looking at Jeff Gilmore riding in, is that 13th position? It is in that number 57 machine.
And you can see the different lines that these guys are running, everybody out there. You see Jonathan, he's going up in the middle. Jeff Gilmore's running the low line, which...
Whoa, hit the wall.
I was going to say, who hit the wall?
The 33, Jonathan Smith. Yeah, he got a little too, looks like tight coming out of 2 and scraped that wall. I've done that about 17 times at Las Vegas this week.
It's a killer.
It really is. I had to go do time trials to get my safety rating back up.
Well, you can see Zach. Whoa, loose coming out of 4 there.
Yeah, Zach Hall started getting loose at about lap 35-ish. And you can see now he has dropped back now a second behind Larry Yingling. The Jedi Master himself, Mr. Ultra Instinct Larry Yingling in the lead. Last season's champion, our points leader this season. And now we're looking at the number 99 of Levi Cox. He is riding in 3rd position in that beautiful Ford Mustang. In 4th position will be Christian Converse, that number 90, the Bass Pro Shops Tracker Mobile. In 5th, brave little toaster himself, the 21 of Nick Crawford, part of Category 5 Esports. In 6th, the number 9 of Chad Wilkes. 77 of Mark Whitley will be in 7th position. He's had luck in that Nike car, won last week. Was it Las Vegas we had last week?
Yes.
Yep, Corey Blevins in the 24. He is running in 8th position. The 13, Hello Kitty car of Cedric Hunter in 9th spot. Brandon Colley in the number 1 in his Driven Motorsports Outback Steakhouse Oreo Freaky Fast car is riding in 10th position.
That's
he is just
that's a yummy car.
A yummy car.
It's a yummy. Yeah, it's a yummy car. Anyways, on to the next.
Then we're going to have Troy Torgerson in that number 98 car. Torgerson running that Olympic paint scheme. He will be in 11th position. Richard Swaveley in the 38 Remington car will be in the 12th position, that Ford Mustang. Then you've got Jeff Gilmore in that Chevy, in the number 57 Miller Genuine Draft Machine. Going to be running in 13th position. Chuck Sweeting in number 75 will be in 14th position. Brad J. Allison in the 03 in 15th position. Good old Bob Skinner himself, number 82, will be in 16th position. In 17th, the number 33 of Jonathan Smith, who scraped that wall earlier. In 18th, Jason Spear in the 02. In 19th, the number 2 of Ron White. In 20th will be the 56th of Christian DeBoyer. In 21st will be the number 48. There we go. The number 48 of Matt Hunter. In 21st. Yeah, my telemetry didn't update correctly. Then we've got the 92 of Justin Boyles. In 23rd, James Hackworth Jr. He is in the number 23. James Wold in that 07 car in 24th. Then you got Garrett Belzy in the 58. And 25th.
They're not on track, so I can't.
Oh, not on track. There we go. Then Lawson, Va Holt, and Michael Yarrow has exited.
And then we got our leader, Larry. And then we come back here to Zach Hall. This fell from 2nd to 3rd.
And Levi Cox just
whoa.
Slide job.
Me. Wow, these guys are battling.
Cox will overtake 2nd position from Zach Hall. They're kind of back and forth on that 2nd spot, but it just gives Yingling more opportunity to pull away. 1.6 seconds now, the lead for Larry Yingling. You know, one thing that did happen when we restarted the stream, I don't have my little number that tells me how many people are watching on Facebook. You said you get your little eyeball and it tells you how many people. Yeah, I don't see it. So I could be talking to myself or I could be talking to 87 people. I don't know.
10.
Hello, my 10 people on Facebook. How are you doing today? Did we get YouTube going?
Yes, YouTube is up and running. If anybody wants to head over there and watch it in 1440p, it's up to them.
Man, that quality on YouTube and that not necessarily ultra HD per se, but much better than just regular high definition. It's just that's how I like to rewatch the races.
Yeah. All right. Well, 51 laps in the books here. Now I think I got all the technical issues out of the way here, Lee. And right now, Larry is just showing the way out there right now. He's got a 1.5 second lead over his teammate Levi Cox, with Zach Hall running there in third, 1.9 seconds behind. This is a pretty impressive run so far here from Larry.
It really is. Oh, we got a caution.
Oh, and we are under caution, and I'm afraid to bring the yellow caution thingy up.
Well, I'm going to hand it off to you for just a second, because now I have a technical difficulty. So I will be back in like a minute.
What is this technical stuff? All right. Well, let's go back on lap 51. And wow, it actually looks like James Hackworth Jr. was involved in this one. We'll see what happens to him as he's bringing it through turn 3 and 4. And I do apologize for the cameras. I don't know why the cameras want to go behind buildings. This is an iRacing thing. I didn't touch them, so we'll see what's going on. It looks like 1 and 2 looking good. Oh, he gets the outside wall and hard into the inside wall. And that's unusual for James. Normally he doesn't bring out yellows, so that shows you what kind of track we're dealing with here tonight. All right. Well, we're going to see. Hopefully, technical problems are taken care of here. Well, we are now under yellow here. First yellow of tonight. With everybody coming down. Lee was fixing his thing, and we could have had the pit party sound, but we missed out on it. An interesting strategy call here from Brandon Cawley. He is going to stay out. I wonder if he's going to come in, make a pit stop, he stay out to lead a lap, or is he actually going to stay out? 55 laps on his tires. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what his strategy call there is for Driven Motorsports. Oh, there's Steven. How you doing, buddy? What happened? You're not out there racing tonight. Taking the night off, relaxing with some nice weather. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that there, sir. That is right. That's what I would do. Don't blame me on that. And yes, Brandon Cawley is coming in. He's going to make his pit stop here. He did stay out to lead a lap, get that bonus point. So as we watch him come down, he's going to take 2 cans of Sunoco fuel and 4 Goodyear, Goodyear Feel Goods tires. You okay there, Lee? Did you get her all fixed?
Yeah, I'm better now.
Oh, technical problems. God, I hate technical problems. Drives me nuts.
So Stip's out there on Facebook. What's up, Stip? I did miss some stuff. Let's see. So Stip is in New England tonight.
Mm-hmm.
In the 80s.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, we here in PA, we're in well, actually no, here in PA we didn't get no higher than 67, but it rained all day.
So, and I'm really glad to see Steven Stippian join us on Facebook. But you would make me even happier?
What's that?
If Kayla would say hello on Facebook.
Yeah, because she can't make them wreck.
Right? There's no voodoo going on now.
Right.
Josh Cully on Facebook says, "Hi, Robert. The stream looks awesome."
Oh, hey, Josh. How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you very much. Yeah, a little technical, but, not going to dwell on it. Drive me nuts.
What brought out that caution?
James Hackworth actually crashed coming out of two, scraped the wall, and then came down on the inside and hit the inside wall, and that brought out the yellow, which is James don't bring out yellows. So that was kind of shocking there. But looks like we're going to go back green here, so we will give a shout out to our proud sponsors later. Hopefully we don't have another yellow, as Lee was working on some of his stuff, but we're going to get ready to go back green here.
As we get set to go back green, Yingling and Cox will lead him to the line. Wilkes Hall in the second row, Crawford Whitley in the third. On the gas, Barney the flat guy says, "Let's go, fellas," and Yingling brings him to the line. It'll be lap 58 at 194 here at Iowa Speedway with the World Series of Sim Racing into 1 and 2. Yingling will stay in the lead. Woo! Wilkes comes right to the back side of Levi Cox, had to check up, give Zach Hall a chance to now sniff up underneath him, looking for third position. Whitley and Crawford right behind them, along with Hunter and Blevins. We come out of 4. Yingling will start to pull that lead back out again. Cox will remain in second, Wilkes third, Hall fourth, Crawford in fifth. Now Blevins going to look up underneath Crawford. Hall's going to slide backwards. Whitley's going to pass him on the high side. Whitley gets wiggly. On the back stretches, Hall got wiggly coming out of 2. Had to check up, and now we're going to look 3 wide coming out of 4. Wiggly was Mark Whitley. Man, they are loose out there, Robert. They are loose on this restart.
Yeah, cold tires. I can't stress it enough about cold tires. And they're going to be dealing with this all night here at Iowa. It is a tough little track to run, especially the bumps in 1 and 2. Man, it just upsets the car so bad. As we got
Zach Hall was doing a slide job. We do got a caution.
Oh, and it looks like it's on Richard and Bob Skinner.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Bob Skinner. Let's see if we can get back to what happened here. Yeah, it looks like it was coming out of 2. Swaverly gets loose and collects Skinner along with him. The 57 of Jeff Gilmore barely escaped that.
Right along.
So we're watching the replay now. As we're right along with Skinner, he comes across the start-finish line, and as we go into 1 and 2, you can see in front of them, Swaverly getting loose. He did clip Gilmore, and then Skinner collects up. Nice driving there by the 0-2.
Yeah, nice driving, and look, not bad for Bob Skinner considering it just slides. Does he save it? Does he save it, Lee? And yeah, he does. Oh, I bet he was counting his blessings on that one.
Yeah, the 0-2, Jason Spear barely missing that one. So now we're going to have a fake pit from Cedric Hunter. Nick Crawford's like, "Oh, man, I pitted anyways."
Oh.
So different kinds of pit strategies going on right now. We had some people pit during that last pit stop, and I'm guessing that the ones pitting now did not pit during the last one.
No, everybody actually came down and made a pit stop on that first stop there, Lee, because we missed the pit party signal. But I think the reason why these guys are coming down is to get the damage fixed. And you can see Nick, I don't think he took tires, but on that restart, Mark Whitley and Nick Crawford actually got into each other and gave Nick a little bit of right front damage there. If you look on the hood, you can see it's a little crinked up. Okay, now it just fixed it. You guys they don't have a fast repair, but it got fixed there. So that's the reason why he came down to get that damage fixed. Probably had like a 30-second, damage.
So one of our favorite fans finally did join us on Facebook. Miss Kayla Potter said hello to us. Hello, Miss Kayla.
All right.
And then Miss Tina said that Bob sure had his foot on that brake for sure. Yeah, he was standing on it.
Yeah, probably went through the floorboard, knowing Bob.
So lap 64 of 194 here at Iowa, the World Series of Sim Racing. Larry Yingling has been dominant this race so far, has the fastest lap of a 23.163, and that is going to be on lap number 2 is when he set that one. So I mean, he's been ultra instinct on this track like he has, all of last season and most of this season as well. Is when that alien life form known as Larry Yingling gets out in front, it is very hard to catch him.
That is, yeah, I agree, man. It's something about short track racing with Larry. Larry's just, as you said, season 2, he was just really, really good. And he's starting out pretty good here in season 3. Now, we do not got the point standing. I don't know if you have the updated point standings there, Lee, for let anybody know.
Oh, I can do that. I'm a good guy.
Do that, all right, as I eat a funnel cake.
Oh, dude, that's just not even funny.
That's just not right. Anyways.
So, point standings, Yingling in the lead with 160. Second place will be Chuck Sweeting with 129. So a 31-point lead right now for Larry Yingling. Mark Whitley in third. Skinner in fourth. Corey Blevins fifth. Chad Wilkes sixth. Cedric Hunter seventh. Brian Johnson in eighth, who did not make the race tonight because of personal obligations. Ron White in ninth. Justin Boyles in 10th position. Vernon Markham actually jumped up and tied for 10th, but not in this race tonight, so that's going to hurt him as well. Dave Bush, who's in 12th, not gritting tonight. He's going to fall in the standings. Brandon Colley, 13th. McWhorter, 14th. Matt Hunter, 15th. Danny Lawson, 16th. Zach Hall has moved up to 17th position from 24th. James Hackworth Jr. in 18th. Levi Cox, 19th. And Brian Rainville and Richard Swaverly all tied for 19th with Levi Cox. And that'll round out your top 20 or so.
That's very interesting. Joseph McWhorter's not here tonight, Lee.
Yeah, it's a weird night for some of the ones that have been, we talked about Smoke Inc. not being here, McWhorter's not here, Johnson's not here. Just some different look here for the World Series of Sim Racing with some big names, some big contenders not in tonight's race. But one of the biggest names and biggest contenders in this league has been dominant so far. That's the 67 of Larry Yingling.
That is correct. And I do believe Chad in that 9 is leading in the rookie standings
yes, sir.
Right now. So he's having a good run here at Iowa. Battling it up here with Levi Cox, Zach Hall. We got Mark Whitley coming in to 5th position here, and then we got a ooh and an ah, and I got a Chuck, and we got a battle, and we got a car into the wall, and holy mackerel, ladies and gentlemen, hang on.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Here we go into 3 single file for the top 5, and then Blevins underneath Cedric Hunter gets Wiggly there.
Yeah,
Wiggly's
so
going to be
dangerous.
a key word tonight. Almost got into Chuck Sweeting. Sweeting now has moved up.
You can see. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but watch them go through 1 and 2 on the low line there, Lee. The cars literally bounce. The back end is bouncing from all the bumps. It is crazy and so loose. It just upsets the car so bad when you go through 1 and 2 like that. Just watch real closely. You see. Nope. Okay. See, everybody was running that low line. They're like, no, I'll move up just an inch or 2 to get over that little hump because there is a dip coming out of 2, and it literally just upsets your car.
So we're going to race it back into 1. Yingling's starting to pull the lead out again. Now 0.3 of a second over Wilkes. Cox will be in 3rd. Whitley in 4th, who got a nice little run off of 2, will now check up. Here comes Zach Hall to the inside of Whitley. Blevins will be following behind Whitley, coming out of 4. We will be lap 71 of 194 when we cross the line. Yingling will continue to lead as you see Blevins right on the backside of Zach Hall. Behind them, the 90 and the 13, so it's Cedric Hunter and the 90 of Christian Converse Racing. Then you got Chuck Sweeting right behind them in 9th position. Torgerson will round out your top 10. Great camera angle there as you see Blevins just powering around Converse. And now here comes Cedric Hunter to the inside. Hunter dives it down deep, but Blevins is going to have the run coming out of 2 and maintain that position. Levi Cox is now past Wilkes up front for 2nd, with Mark Whitley riding right behind him in 4th.
You can see, watch when they come through 1 and 2. Watch how the camera just bounces up and down if they hit. Watch here. See it right there, right there? Mm-hmm. Oh! He said...
he said, "Mwah, how you doing?"
Cedric
kissy kiss there.
Cedric Hunter needs a good run here tonight.
Whoa!
Oh!
Almost door touch with a 90 of Converse coming out of 4. Converse got tight and was able to hold it down, but that was a close one, and it gives Sweeting a chance to make a run here. Sweeting running in 9th position. Wilkes is starting to fall backwards as he is now into 4th, as Zach Hall is going to battle him from the high side. We're looking at the 13 machine of Cedric Hunter. And as we talked about last season, the story behind that Hello Kitty paint job isn't just because he's a huge Hello Kitty fan, which he is, of course. He has a backpack and a lunchbox and everything. But it's because he lost a bet and had to run that paint job as payment for that wager, and then came and won that next race and hasn't switched paint job since.
No, but we've been, me and Zach's been talking. I think we need to change the paint scheme up a little bit. It's an old paint scheme, so I feel it needs a different color maybe or something. I don't know, something. I mean, I'm getting sick of seeing the same paint scheme. That's just me.
So you're one of those guys like Smoke Inc. that want to change paint schemes every daggum racing.
No, I can run the same paint scheme for a whole season, but he's been running this thing for about 3 years. I think it's due for an upgrade.
I only run the Freaky Fast paint scheme, no matter if it's the Cup cars, if it's the trucks, the Arcas. I have a super late model now, Freaky Fast, courtesy of Mr. Dave Bush, my painter extraordinaire. I owe him money for that, by the way. I forgot. I got to send it to him. Wilkes with a big run on Blevins coming out of 2. Had to back off there. That was going to be a battle for 5th position. Wilkes is going to hug that bottom line, and he's got something for Blevins. Looking back up front, you see Yingling and Cox, and then it's going to be Zach Hall and Mark Whitley battling for 3rd position.
You can see Mark's up 7 positions from the start of tonight's race. That calls up 2 positions. Levi Cox qualified 2nd and is running 2nd. But that first run, Larry pulled away there, Lee, but not this time around. Now, I wonder if the track is starting to lay that rubber down. He's starting to be able to run this track a little bit faster. And not only that, we're going from sunset to nighttime, so as we get closer to the darkness, the more this track's going to get more grip out there for these guys. So some might have not liked the car so loose at the beginning of this race, but as it cools down, it's gonna fall right into their hands.
Let's go back to Cedric Hunter and the camera in that group. We've got Wilkes, the 90 of Converse, Hunter, Sweeting, Torgerson, Jonathan Smith, Nick Crawford. This is starting to become a little bit of a hornet's nest here. As they go into those corners, they're accordion in. You see Sweeting right now coming to the backside. Smith hung on the bottom side. Crawford's going to pass him coming out of 2. But that group has really been battling. Look at the way they just collapsed there going into 3. Then when they exit 4, spread it back out.
It's all about who can get into the turn, without overdriving it. Like you just seen what the 90 Troy just did in that 98. He went in a little too deep, and he lost his momentum, and now he's got Nick Crawford all over the back of him. So it's all about if you can enter and get that thing to rotate and turn and get coming off. If you don't, your front end's gonna slide, and you're gonna lose momentum because, of course, you got to get out of the gas if the front end starts sliding on you. As this iRacing's got stupid cameras at this track.
Crawford with Chuck Sweeting 0.2 of a second ahead of him. Torgerson 0.2 of a second behind him. Then he almost tapped the back end of Sweeting as he got to run off a 4 there. And now we got a battle for the lead. It's Yingling and Cox. As we come out of 4, Yingling and Cox will battle for the lead. So, ladies and gentlemen, since we had our little gremlins chewing on cables and messing with RF equipment and all that kind of thing, when we had to restart the stream, it hurt us as a broadcast journalism. It hurt us as a channel, and it really hurt our stream. And what it hurt was our analytics and our data that gets transmitted through Facebook, which then puts it as recommended videos for people and stuff like that. So if I could get everyone on Facebook and on YouTube to please like this video right now at the exact same time. Actually, we're not right now. Wait till I count you down. I'm going to count you down. You're going to hit like at the exact same time, which is going to give us a better algorithm, give us better results on that as well. If you have not already liked and followed the Freaky Fast Facebook page or followed the Freaky Fast YouTube page, you can go ahead and do that now. You ain't got to wait for me to count down. But I need reactions on videos from everyone watching. Please, from the bottom of my heart, pretty please, with sugar on top. In 3, 2, 1, mash that reaction button now. Just mash the heck out of it like a cat sitting on a mouse. There we go. We're starting to see him come down. Start mashing that reaction button. Let's see if we can get this stream going and get some more reactions out there and get a few more people that might have not found the new stream for it to show up in their news feed. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for helping us out there. We do appreciate it. Lap 89 of 194 as the sun sets in Iowa. The corn falls gently to sleep, but the engines keep on revving on lap 90 of 194. Is Zach Hall is now caught up to the back of Levi Cox for 3rd position.
As the corn falls asleep. I never. Okay. That's good. Sorry, that just caught me off guard there, Lee. The corn's falling asleep, ladies and gentlemen.
And there is not social distancing measures being taken in Iowa right now. I can just tell you that from looking at my vantage point high atop the press box. There are people all over the place. No mask on, standing right next to each other. There's about 8,000 RVs back in the infield or in the behind the track. There's way too many people here.
That's okay. They got masks. They got Freaky Fast masks. You can find the merch store in the description below on Facebook and YouTube. So the link is right there. Just click on it and head over and check out our merch that we have there, Lee. And we do much appreciate that.
Lap 93 of 194. Cedric Hunter now getting passed by Torgerson on the high side. Hunter has fallen all the way back to 11th position and continues to fall back. He's got Torgerson on the high side. They almost door touch. Sweeting loses a little bit of momentum coming out of 2. Now we're going to accordion back in with Swaverly, who was involved in an earlier incident right in door-to-door with Crawford. Following Wilkes, we cross the start-finish line. Back down into 1. Swaverly will stay high. Sweeting now looking for that low groove, going to go underneath. Jonathan Smith will ride the high side of Cedric Hunter as they're approaching Swaverly, and Swaverly's just trying to stay out of the way. We are looking at the 2 of Ron White now. On your screen, Ron White is running in 18th position. Got Bob Skinner right behind him. And they are passing. Who is that on the low side that is just beat all? That's Hackworth.
Yep.
James Hackworth Jr. Yep, in that first incident.
Mm-hmm. But that incident didn't look too bad that Bob Skinner was involved in. He's don't got too much damage. Looks like he's pretty. Car looks pretty well for him for Cat 5.
About to approach the century mark on laps completed. Whoa, Cedric Hunter came up behind Torgerson, who then blinked out and in. Torgerson blinked back in right in front of Hunter. It looked like he was almost sitting on his hood.
Well, that's not cool.
Yeah, and they're discussing it now on the radio. Hunter got a huge run on Torgerson, came right to the backside of him, and Torgerson blinked out. And when he came back in, they blinked out again. Hunter was able to make that pass now, and now Jonathan Smith has got to worry about Torgerson with a spotty internet connection. He must have AT&T.
I don't know.
I've never liked AT&T.
I don't have a comeback on that. I don't even know what to say.
It's like at work when you're like, okay, can I get your email address? They're like, yeah, it's blah, 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 blah at AOL.com. I'm like, who uses AOL anymore? Does that even exist?
I don't know. Good question. I don't know.
Mountain Dew number 2 almost done of the race, about to crack open number 3 as we are about to hit lap 100 here at Iowa. We are looking at Cedric Hunter once again in that Hello Kitty machine, kind of looking around at what's going on to see if we've got anything back towards the back. The 56 of Christian DeBoyer at 18th position. He's running along with Skinner and Ron White, and the 03 of Bradley J. Allison. Allison now going to the inside of Skinner. Made that pass relatively easily. We're now looking at Jeff Gilmore riding in 14th position. He's Canadian, eh?
Okay, yeah. Jeff Gilmore's Canadian. Yep, hers.
I wonder if he's like one of those not true Canadians like Cedric Hunter who doesn't watch hockey.
No. Jeff Gilmore is a huge hockey fan. That I do know.
Gilmore got real tight there. He was right up against that wall. And now Skinner's going to pass him underneath. Gilmore in that 57 Miller Genuine Draft Machine. I actually just watched something on YouTube before this race started of a guy who was he collects cars, but not necessarily race cars, just cars. And he happened to run across it's not a left turn only. It was a road course 1993 Rusty Wallace car, and fully restored, and bought that thing.
Wow.
It was so awesome looking.
Nice. Oh, we can see a battle here. Matt Hunter is falling back now. He's going to be falling back to 15th position as Brandon Colley and Jeff Gilmore work their way around. A pit stop should be soon coming up here. They said they can make 100 laps on Fuel-y. From the looks of it, the top 12 pitted on lap 53.
Crawford got into the back of Wilkes, got a little crooked. Sweeting almost bought the farm on that one, but able to get into the brake and decelerate before he just ate the rear end of Nick Crawford. But that one got scary going into 3. Crawford got way loose.
Yeah, you can see Crawford. Looks like Crawford's got damage. You sure he didn't get hit?
He might have. I mean, it was that close.
Yeah, he's got rear end damage.
Yeah, so Sweeting got into the back of Crawford there. I thought he was able to stop, but let's look at the 75 of Sweeting. Yeah, you and me had the same idea. See if he has any nose damage. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm not seeing any nose damage, so I don't know if that came from Sweeting in that incident or if Crawford...
Oh, yeah, he does.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Yep, right there. So, you can see the grill is a little dented in.
So Chuck Sweeting drilling Nick Crawford in the booty in turn number 3. And we're on lap 107 of 194. Now Sweeting looking to make that move, sliding underneath. Here comes Cedric Hunter to the backside of Crawford as we come down the backstretch. Hunter to the inside. Cedric Hunter will overtake that position.
Wow, what a power move by Cedric.
I mean, that's big energy right there.
Yeah, it was. Sweeney opened up the door and he said, well, I'm going to come right with you.
He sure did. And coming out of 2 starts to pull away from Nick Crawford. I think Crawford Gilmore just said on the radio his tires are screaming at him. I think Crawford's are as well.
I think
It's not just that damage. I think his tires are just plumb shot.
And again, the biggest mover of the race, Chuck.
Chuck Sweeting up 16 spots, riding in the 8th position. Yingling will continue to lead this race. Mr. Ultra Instinct himself. If he does not put Goku on his car next week, I will be highly upset. Dealing with lap traffic is the leader, Zach Hall. Came up right to the backside of the 07 of Chris Wold, who's a lap car, but Wold stay high. Nice job there by Chris. And we bring it out of 4. Yingling will continue to lead. Hall in 2nd. Whitley 3rd. Cox 4th. Make that Christian Converse in 4th as he overtakes Levi Cox.
Yeah, Levi's going down pit road right now. So it looks
That's
like
why I can't find.
Yeah, it looks like pit road has opened up, everybody, on lap 111. So we should see the top 12 vehicles that did pit on lap 53 should be coming in here and making another pit stop, as Mark Whitley now is coming down the pit road. And we're going to see a lot of these other cars shuffle up to the front because they pitted on lap 62. So they can run another 10 laps more. So their pit stop should open up around 121, 122, somewhere around there.
Yep, so pit stop starting to happen. Yingling will continue to stay out. Hall, Converse, Blevins, Wilkes, Sweeting, Cedric Hunter, Torgeson, Jonathan Smith, and then Matt Hunter pitted on lap 53. He is now up to 12th position. He's up 14 spots.
Good race. Only one yellow here. 113 laps into the books.
2 yellows.
Do we have 2 yellows?
Yeah, we had the one.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, there was one while we were dealing with gremlins. Oh, Crawford almost spun it. Coming out of 4, sorry. Scared me. And now Yingling's coming to the back of Crawford. So that is going to be interesting. Oh, is that Crawford? Yeah, that's Nick Crawford at 21. Let's see. Crawford, the 21. He pitted on lap 111. So he went from really old tires to brand new cold tires. And he's starting to warm them up now. He's a little more steady on his feet. He was looking like a newborn baby deer for a moment.
Yeah. I mean, cold tires, we've seen it on the restart of the last, yellow. First couple laps are, a newsie. You got to get these tires, air pressure up. You got to get the tires warmed up and get it to start gripping the track. So it takes probably about 3 laps there, Lee, to get these tires warmed up. And then you can start, running the car a little bit harder. But the first couple laps, man, you're wheeling it. You need to hang on. And I'm watching these 2 guys, Zach Hall and Larry. They're running the same lap time, except Larry is a couple tenths faster than Zach Hall right now. So Zach Hall needs to figure out, run a second. Needed a good run. And he told me earlier, before we went live, he said he thinks he figured it out. And he's actually showing it out there right now. He's only 1.1 seconds behind. He's losing on Larry. And I don't know if he would short pit and try to do the leapfrog. He has to figure something out, Lee, to catch him, because they're just running equal lap times.
Yeah, 0.2 of a second difference.
Yeah.
Now Yingling just gained that 0.2 back.
Yeah, they're flopping back and
forth.
forth. Yep. Get out of my head.
That 57 of Gilmore on fresh tires just showed Larry Yingling what fresh tires would do and passed him with ease. But that not for position is Gilmore running in 20th position. He is, where is Gilmore at? He is 1 lap down. Gilmore, Levi Cox, Whitley, Crawford, and Brandon Colley all 1 lap down. Take that back. Colley's 2 down.
Yes. So it looks like when you do make a pit stop, you're going to go 2 laps down, but it'll all shuffle around. As we got Christian's dad, I do believe, out there on YouTube. You wanted to check out that 90. He's out there running a really good race, I gotta admit. Rookie so far. I'm not sure where he is in rookie in the point standings, but running third, good strong run for him as he's got Levi Cox now. Gonna look up underneath him, new tires, and you can see how big of a difference this is on tires. He just shot right by him. It's amazing.
So in our rookie standings, it looks like Chad Wilkes with 108 points. Ron White with 105. Justin Bowles, 104. Dave Bush, 100. Matt Hunter, 91. Brian Rainville at 83. Chad Wold at 75. Yarrow. Then DeBoers, Cody Hall, Stepien, Mitchell Wilkes, Nick Alford, Velzy, Givens, Workman, and Jason Anderson. And that'll round out your rookie standings so far for this season.
All right. Race number 5 of 12. So we got 5 more. Huh?
I was just going from you, man. 5 to 12.
Yeah. Oh, 5 to 12. Yeah. Well, race 5 of 12 weeks and playoffs start in 5 races. So we're getting down, these guys here for points and everything is starting to get crunch time too. We got about another month and then the playoffs are going to be starting here.
So I'm looking to see, they don't have them updated as of yet, but I was looking at the team points because you got some strong teams here. You've got Cat 5, you've got your Driven Motorsports, you've got Yin Yang Racing, you've got Smoke Inc. You've got a lot of good teams in this league.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Converse just got over the radio. He is pitting this lap.
All right, 127. So, boy, I was wrong on fuel. I'm not sure why these other guys that pitted on lap 53, like Levi Cox, he pitted so early. That's gonna hurt him on tires, unless he's banking on a yellow lead. Because other than that,
spin!
Oh,
Sweeting spun. Yingling almost T-boned him.
And we were just talking about it too, weren't we? I just said the only way is gonna have to be a yellow for that to help Levi Cox. But the problem is that's gonna put Levi Cox a lap down, so he'll be the lucky dog. Mark Whitley is gonna have to do the wave around. Jonathan Smith a wave around. Nick Crawford a wave around. Christian, oh man, that hurt him big time. Running third, he is gonna be now have to do a wave around. Not too bad. He's got fresh tires, but still, he's gonna have to do the wave around. So let's go back here, ladies and gentlemen, on lap 128. And, okay. Well, we'll do this. Let's see if we can find what happened with the 75 there, Lee.
Yeah, the 75 of Chuck Sweeting was coming out of 3 and just got loose. He was trying to go high over, I think it was the 07. And then just pulled it down a little too much. That back end started to spin out. And, he was able to keep it off the wall. Great driving by Chuck. Amazing driving by Larry Yingling. And I think it was the 07, but I'm not sure. But I want to see who it was that also was able to miss Chuck.
I might have went back too far, but we'll see.
I think it's going to be right here. We're going into 3.
Yeah, I might have went a couple laps back trying to find it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're under these extremely long cautions. I mean, you just keep watching. It's all right.
Yeah, it's not triggering. It's just triggering me him going down pit road for some reason. Okay, well, I do apologize to that. Anybody that wanted to see the replay for some awful god reason. The gremlins are trying to eat our crap again. Yeah, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. We said last week, let iRacing know about our Freaky Fast broadcasting. And in the past 2 weeks, we had nothing but technical problems. Remember, we had a technical problem last week.
Yeah, we need to talk to somebody about that.
Right? I mean, I don't know.
Thank everyone for joining us there on Facebook and YouTube for part of your Saturday evening here with not only Freaky Fast Broadcasting, but the World Series of Sim Racing. We are at Iowa Speedway for 190, what did I say, 167 earlier? 194 laps of Iowa racing action for World Series of Sim Racing. Yingling will continue to lead here. It took a pit stop during that caution. It looks like everybody's going to shake out. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Zach Hall restarts.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we're on lap 131. They do got 2 sets of tires left in their pit road. He really needs to figure something out, Lee. I mean, Larry's just been dominant tonight. Zach's got a strong vehicle, but just not enough. And I'm not exactly sure where he's losing, that time at. If it is 1 and 2, is he losing it in 3 and 4? I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure because they're running at almost identical lap times. So I'm not sure, but he needs to figure something out because these laps are going to be going pretty fast. As you can see, everybody getting waved around. The whole field's going around. And Larry's going to start on the high side. Interesting. And Zach is revving up that motor. I have no clue why he's doing that. He's probably trying to show off on the stream. That's what it is. He's like, hey guys, look at me. I can step on the gas pedal. As I think Lee's muted, and he probably doesn't know it.
Nah, per se. Actually, I've got a family member I haven't spoke to in a while, or hadn't seen in a while, that
showed up.
Just randomly started sending me a Facebook message, and I'm like, okay, I can't chit chat right now. Green flag. Yingling breaks him to the line. The 0-2 of Jason Spear, big mover now, up 19 spots. He'll be in 3rd position. Zach Hall will be in 2nd. Here comes Chad Wilkes and Cedric Hunter rounding out your top 5. Ron White is now up there along with Bob Skinner. Ron White will be in 6th position. Skinner in 7th. We come out of 4. Yingling will start to increase that lead again. But the big battle right now is going to be Wilkes Hunter and door tap the 0-2. Cedric Hunter door tap the 0-2 of Jason Spears. He got tight coming into 1. Immediately apologized over the radio. Spear able to keep a hold of it. And now we're going to race it out of 4.
Good run for Jason, but wow, Larry just put down a 20. Whoa, okay. We got fast laps being clicked here right now, Lee. Larry just put down a 23.11, and Zach turnarounds and puts down a 23.0. Almost a 29.9 here at Iowa. That is fast, and I think I figured out what Zach is struggling with right now. Zach is loose compared to Larry. When we were riding there and you were talking there, Lee, Zach was struggling with the car. It was just extremely loose. And if we go up in, let's go up into Larry's vehicle and let's ride in the cockpit, because I guarantee you, he is not as loose as Zach.
Now, but Zach is caught right up to him. 1/10 of a second. Now he's right to the back bumper. Going to come out of 2. Oh. Zach Hall has got a nice run, riding right behind Larry Yingling. And I don't know what Zach Hall has found, but now he's going to start working that high groove again. That's what Zach was doing earlier, but he was losing ground when he did it. We come out of 4. Lead is now stretched to 0.2 of a second.
Yeah, I'm shocked he's running that high line. He must know something that we don't know, because Larry's not running up there. Larry's keeping it low through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
So we take it into 3. Yingling hugging that yellow line. Zach Hall right behind him. Then Wilkes will be in 3rd. Cedric Hunter a distant 4th position. Across the line, it'll be lap 139 of 194 with World Series of Sim Racing at Iowa Speedway here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Hall with a nice little momentum gainer there. Riding down that backstretch, he's kind of sizing up Larry Yingling, but you can never count Yingling out. I mean, when he wants to turn on Ultra Instinct, he can take off and leave you whenever he wants to.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why Zach is running that high line in 3 and 4. I guess he doesn't like the low line. The car's just not set up for it, maybe? Because that's where he's losing his ground. You would think he'd be able to get a little bit of RPMs and a little bit of motivation, coming out, running that higher line, keeping RPMs up, a little bit more speed, but it's not translating that way. But they have checked out from Chad and Cedric. Almost a second now.
And there is a big cluster of cars back here. Let's go to the 90 of Christian Converse, as he has Torgerson around him. He's got Matt Hunter, Christian DeBoyer. There is all kinds of cars back here. Woo! Oh. Almost touched Torgerson.
He almost did a kissy kiss.
Sure enough, did. That tail end almost got up there. He's got the 56 of Christian DeBoyer right in front of him now. As we come down the backstretch into 3, DeBoyer in 11th position, Converse in 12th. And now Converse will take over that position if he can hold it on the bottom line. And he does, but look at the run by DeBoyer.
We got somebody out there, Mickey, on Facebook. Hi, how you doing, sir? Thank you for tuning in. We do much appreciate it.
That's a ma'am. That's my family that was chatting with me on Facebook that I just talked about. And I was like, hang on, I can't say nothing. I'm answering a family member I hadn't spoke to in a while. That's her. Hello, Aunt Mickey.
Oh, okay. Cool deal. Thank you for tuning in there, girl. Girl. All right.
Torgerson almost touched Yarrow there. Torgerson almost touched DeBoyer as well. Now we're going into 3. DeBoyer almost touches the wall coming out of 4. Going to cost the start-finish line. Drop down to the inside and overtake the 33 of Jonathan Smith, who is actually in 18th position. Here comes Torgerson flying in with DeBoyer. That is for, nope, that is not for position as well. Man, the lap cars have gotten mixed in with the rest of the pack, and it is just craziness out there right now. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget the fine sponsors that help bring Freaky Fast Broadcasting to you multiple days a week. And we got some big announcements coming up, and we made our big one last week about Saturday night, October 31st at here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. It will be a nightmare on Freaky Fast as the stars from World Series of Sim Racing. We have some guys from Sim Racing Unleashed. We got some guys from other leagues. We've got an open application process we're about to post as well. We'll be running 200 laps at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway with $100 cash prize for the winner. A button box from Custom Sim Boxes, correct?
No. I'm having a brain fart.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that help there, Robert.
I do apologize.
Button box for 2nd position, and then a T-shirt of the choice of either Category 5 or Freaky Fast Broadcasting for 3rd position. But that's going up October 31st. Who's making that happen? Not only Freaky Fast Broadcasting, but Electronic Express and electronicexpress.com. For all of your electronic needs, from maybe an Amazon Fire Stick all the way to a Samsung side-by-side fridge door refrigerator with a freezer on the bottom to make it easier to get your pizza, you can get it all right there at electronicexpress.com. Also, Freaky Fast Broadcasting is brought to you by the ButtKicker and the Gamer 2. The Gamer 2 at the ButtKicker.com. Use promo code FreakyFast20 for 20% off your order of the Gamer 2 at the ButtKicker.com. Also brought to you by other people like Ipitting and the Ipitting board. You can check them out at ipitting.com, and a lot of the teams here use the iPitting board for a lot of their team information, and you can too. Great way to keep up with information there as well. Also, we got a new sponsor, don't we, Robert?
That is correct.
Hang on, I'm finding it. And Lee is looking. There we go. It is going to be our Rocket Racing Setups. Rocket Racing Setups is your one-stop shop for all your iRacing setup needs. They have been dominating the dirt scene since 2017. And after a short break, they have rebuilt, and they are ready to rocket their customers back to the front of the pack in 2020. They're producing setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, road, pro trucks, and rallycross, and currently have multiple builders working on doing setup packs, booklets, coaching lessons, and much more. You can check them out at www.rocketracingsetups.com.
That is correct. Thank you to them proud sponsors here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. All right, Lee. Well, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here now. Zach is keeping up with Larry right now in that 67, but it just doesn't look like he has enough. I'm not sure if he can even figure it out how to get them, but them two checked out from the field. They got a 2-second lead over Cedric Hunter and Chad in that 9.
The 24 of Corey Blevins just passed Ron White like he was sitting still, but then White just battles back coming out of 4, excuse me. So we got different wears on tires right now. We've got different driving styles. We've got all kinds of things going into this. Ooh, Swaverly got a little loose there. Yarrow had to check up. That's right behind where we were looking at. But yeah, there's so much going on right now in lap 154 of 194. So about to be 40 laps to go. We probably can expect one more pit stop. There are plenty of tires available for these guys. So
I don't know, man.
You don't think so?
No. I think they're going to run it out. They don't need to pit. 40 laps to go. They pitted on lap 128. They can go 100 laps on fuel. Why not
get a caution?
Stay out? Yeah.
We get a caution. They pit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Of course. But the front runners, this is the whole field. There's no point in pitting now. It is what it is, and you just yellow comes out. That's gonna change, of course, because everybody's gonna have their pit party. That Lee didn't get the shout out yet, but not only that, Lee, trending here at World Series of Sim Racing League, if anybody has kept up from season 2 to season 3, about 20 laps ago, we normally see a yellow. Normally.
Yeah, they like to do that for me every once in a while.
Lee gets bored. Let's throw a yellow.
Larry Yingling continues to lead with a half-second lead over Zach Hall in second position. Hall has Chad Wilkes in third, a full 2 seconds behind him. So 1 and 2 have checked out, and Zach Hall continues to run that high line in 3 and 4.
Yeah, it's just not working for him. I'm not sure. As you can see, Larry just put down 24.3 to Zach's 24.367. So he's slower. Not much, but he's slower. And I don't know if he's got anything for Larry. I don't think anybody's got anything for Larry. He's just been dominant tonight. After a half-decent race at Talladega last week, but I think he's going to be the vehicle to be here tonight, Lee.
Let's go back to the 56 of Christian DeBoyer, because now we've got some racing going on there. DeBoyer, Ron White, Matt Hunter's involved. Oh, who got spinny? The 57. That's going to be Jeff Gilmore. A nice save by Gilmore, but coming out of 2, that tail end slung around. He exited out of 4 a little bit more cautiously and will fall in behind the 48 of Matt Hunter. And now he's going to try that move again. Goes down to the inside. Let's see if he can make it stick this time. Gilmore coming out of 2, got a nice run. I think Hunter might have gave him a little bit more room there so he could just go ahead and slide up the track. Now Ron White has Gilmore coming up behind him. Torgeson's going to sit to the inside and go, fellas, y'all go ahead and race it on out. I'm going to sit down here. But the 57 of Gilmore. He pitted on lap 153, so he's got fresher tires.
Yep.
And you can tell that now that they're starting to warm up, he's starting to press the issue a little bit more.
Well, he is 2 laps down, so Yellow comes out. He's gonna get a waiver round. No, maybe not, but at least get a waiver. Yeah, he'll be get a waiver round, but then he's gonna be on old tires compared to everybody's new tires. So unfortunately, he's just battling right now for Chad. In what number's Chad? In the 07, he is 2 laps down too. As Chad looks like he's coming down pit road.
Sure is.
Is he? Yeah, he's down, coming in slow, very slow entering pit road.
He started his entrance there going into 3. A lot of them are, especially in these green flag stops, are coming in going into 3 because it's such a sharp turn coming out of 4 into the pits that if you don't already have your speed slowed down, you're going to get that speed in the pit penalty.
That is right. Now look at the battle up here. Cedric Hunter moved himself up to 3rd as he's battling with the 9 of Chad and Levi Cox.
Woo, Levi's right behind Cedric. Look at him now, dive down to the inside. Got the nose inside of the Hello Kitty car. We come out of 2. It's going to be Wilkes, Hunter, and then Levi Cox on lap 166 of 194. We enter 3. Cox with a huge run there going into 3. Hunter's going to go high. We're going to look at maybe 3 wide coming out of 4. No, Hunter will now settle in behind Wilkes and take it across the start-finish line. Wilkes in 3rd, Cedric Hunter 4th, Levi Cox in 5th. Cox will drive it to the nice run out of 2. Will maintain 3rd position. Look at Cedric Hunter on the high side, though. Man, if you're going to take that low line, you lose so much momentum that if you don't got a smart driver behind you, they're going to run into the backside of you.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of drivers will worry about tonight. But these guys, they're pretty well skilled. They know what to do, and they know what the car can do. And they're pretty smart drivers out here. But this is the battle right now on the track with these guys. They keep fighting.
Hunter will fall in behind Wilkes, lap 169 of 194. We have 26 laps to go. Levi Cox now right to the backside of Cedric Hunter as we exit 2. Hunter will get a little bit more of a momentum push. And now look at Cox just, man, he looks like a shot out of a cannon going into 3.
I don't think it's going to stick. Look at the back end. Hold
it, boy. Levi got all kinds of loose there. That was some Dukes of Hazzard stuff.
we both are like, ah!
Well, I mean, the way he went into 3, I'm like, this isn't gonna be pretty coming out of 4. He's gonna do it again, coming flying into 3. This time taking a little bit more easy on the throttle, exiting 4. Still got that tail in a little bit. Now there comes Cedric Hunter dropping to the inside of Wilkes. Now going into 1, Cedric Hunter door to door with Wilkes. They get really dadgum close. Cedric Hunter is going to take over 3rd position as Wilkes lifted on that one. Smart decision by him. Levi Cox, again, great entry into 3, going to make up that distance. And when we come out of 4, it's going to be Hunter, Wilkes, and then Levi Cox, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Wow. Good job by Cedric Hunter. He worked that high line, did the crossover move on the 9, and set sail. Now he's in 3rd position with 23 laps to go here. So that is a good drive for him, but I don't think that 9's done yet. We know how Chad is. Chad is one of them drivers that will, okay, I'm going to sit back, I'll let my tires cool off, and he'll give it another run.
Yeah, he's not sitting on top of the rookie standings for no reason whatsoever.
And he's got a win yet this season, too, so.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be 20 to go when we cross the line this next time. As Larry Yingling will continue to lead. He now has a 1-second lead over Zach Hall.
Jeff says we should give away on YouTube. She'll give away a direct drive wheel Well, if anybody wants to sponsor and send us some money to buy one, we'll give one away.
Yeah,
Because I don't got that money.
Let me just contact my senior VP at Fanatic, and we'll get that done. No problem. No
Right.
problem. Oh man, as we come out of 4 with Cedric Hunter, as you said, Wilkes is just biding his time. Wilkes is very smooth. He's like silk behind that wheel, and we've only watched him this season. This is the first time that we've got to see him when he joined World Series of Sim Racing for this season, but he is silky smooth when he drives.
Yeah, he is. Very smooth, very smooth. Very smart driver, too, as, look, Cedric Hunter sliding up. That is, okay, he's got a good run off there, but these guys are now fighting a loose, tight situation here, Lee, and we'll have to see how this plays out with 18 to go, because these tires are probably screaming already, as you can see. Whoa, Chad Luce exiting out of 2 there.
Yeah, and Levi Cox is falling back.
Yeah, these tires are hurting bad. These guys
he's
need
over.
tires.
He's over a second behind Wilkes now.
Yeah, and then we come up here to Zach Hall, everybody. He is now 1 second behind Larry. Larry is just... oh, wow. They both ran a 24.63 the last time by. What's the odds of that? Again, Larry, a 24.62 to Zach's 24.70. Wow.
Yeah, and then everybody else behind them is in like the 24.7s, 24.8s.
Yeah.
I mean, even though Zach's the second behind Larry, he is still very fast out there.
Yeah. But, again, I don't think anybody has anything for Larry. Brandon Cawley's actually having a half-decent night. He's back here in 15th position, though, Lee. Normally, you don't see him that far back in the field here. One of our announcers here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting, same as Zach Hall, one of our announcers. But, excuse me, Brandon Cawley's down 1 position from the start of the race, running in 15th position. So, looks like it's not his night.
Big mover at the moment is the 0-2 of Jason Spear. He is riding in 6th spot right at the moment. He is up 16 positions from his start. So an excellent race so far for Jason Spear with 13 to go.
Good run for him.
Now, he's not a rookie, right? He's raced with World Series before. I just wasn't a part of it.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yes, so he's not a rookie. Also back here, Mark Whitley. Haven't talked much about him in Driven Motorsports. It's not his night either. He's back here. He's down 2 positions of the start of the race, running in 12th position. Outside your top 10 is Ron White. You haven't said much about Ron White here tonight, Lee.
Yeah, Ron White hadn't done a lot here tonight, so...
okay.
He hasn't been involved in a lot of tight battles. He's battling with Smith right now. Smith riding up to the backside of him. Swaverly on Facebook said that, and I don't know how to take this. It might be ominous, but he said he added some names to the list. It might get interesting as the playoffs loom ahead. So I think Swaverly is making a list, checking it twice. He's Santa Claus. And if you've been naughty, he's not going to be nice.
Very well said, considering we are going into the holidays when the playoffs start.
Oh, you better not shout. You better not cry. You better not wreck.
I'm telling you
why. Swaverly will punch you out of the way.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. Okay, I'm done. All right, back to the race, ladies and gentlemen, with 9 to go.
You know what I'm looking forward to? Halloween night. Nightmare on Freaky Fast at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Super late model action with all-stars from multiple leagues. Why are you moaning in my ear?
I was trying to do Halloween sounds.
Oh. I was like, Mrs. Moyer, stop.
No, she's at work.
Oh, 7 to go. Yingling continues to dominate as we watch Ron White sitting in 11th position. There is Larry Yingling and his little alien face.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah, that's all. That's the only image of Larry Yingling the government will allow you to see.
Oh, okay.
Larry Yingling is an alien. He is a Saiyan, a Super Saiyan. He is Ultra Instinct, Larry Yingling.
All right, we'll throw that up there.
Yeah, Strangely said, sending spoilers to Mars.
Wow, look who just tuned in on Facebook. Brandon Clark. Huh.
Brandon Clark. Oh my goodness.
Where did he go? He fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I actually watched one of the recaps. Actually, I watched all the recaps today from last season just because I do that on Saturdays to get ready for the race. And it was him and McWhorter back and forth.
Yep.
In one of the recaps. So,
yep.
Yeah, Brandon Clark's, he's embedded in my mind.
Okay, that's kind of scary because you know what I did yesterday? I went back and watched the recap of the last race of season 2 when we had that big intro, and I sat there and watched all the videos you made and watched the race, and yeah, so that's kind of scary. Oh man, that's scary.
Well, you know, I like to scare people. Yingling now working lap traffic as he has got Matt Hunter, who is wisely took to the high side. Behind Yingling is going to be Christian De Boyer. He is riding in 15th position. So De Boyer now battling Hunter. That is for a spot. Correct? No. You know, I've been wronged enough times in my life that I'm okay with it now.
Oh, me too. After tonight's Bacalo on my software freezing up for some awful god reason, and I think I know what the reason why is because I added a new audio to play when we go to Be Right Back, so fans can listen to music, and I think there's a bug in it, so we might have to skip out on that on the next stream. But we are on our final lap here, Lee. Jesus.
1 to go. Larry Yingling in the lead with a 1.3 second lead over Zach Hall. Cedric Hunter has climbed to third, 4.5 seconds behind Hall. Then you've got Wilkes and Cox. We come out of 4, and Ultra Instinct Larry Yingling will win again here with the World Series of Sim Racing. Zach Hall in second, Cedric Hunter third, Wilkes fourth, and Levi Cox will round out your top 5. Jason Spear, great finish for him, up 16 spots. He finishes 6th. Converse 7th, Skinner 8th, Allison 9th, and Corey Blevins will round out your top 10. When we come back, we'll have our top 3 finishers, Larry Yingling, Zach Hall, and Cedric Hunter, up here in the booth with us on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home. Just so far from here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of this nightmare. But when I stopped to see through sight, begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now.
And back here on the World Series of Sim Racing on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. We just got done with Iowa, 194 laps, and we've got our podium finishers ready to join us in the booth. First, we're going to break up that number 13 Hello Kitty machine. Finished in third spot of Mr. Cedric Hunter. Cedric, it's Lee in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, I do, man. Thank you. It's been so long. I'm so happy to be here.
I forgot what your voice sounded like, to be honest with you. I was like, I don't even know what's, does Cedric have a Canadian accent? I don't remember. Man, great. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I don't know. That's entirely up to you. I mean, do I have one?
You don't say A enough, so,
Yeah, I'll see what I'll try and do it more often.
I'd appreciate that. So, great finish tonight, back up in the top 3. Very interesting race. Only 3 cautions tonight. Very clean race. But you could tell that, especially those bumps in 1 and 2, were affecting the cars, and that getting loose out of 4 seemed to be an issue for a lot of guys, but some great driving to keep it under control and not have more cautions than we did. How did the track feel tonight? How did your car feel tonight? And what was your strategy?
To be honest, I didn't have a strategy going into this race. Ran a few practice laps, could not get 1 and 2 figured out at all. I just thought it was really tight, especially if you hit those bumps. The car just shot straight up the track. Something I struggled with all race. I mean, I'm sure if I go back and watch the replay, you guys probably didn't tune onto my car until the last 25 laps. I was way back there in the field, just struggling the whole race until pretty much that last run. Obviously, like, I knew I was going to struggle, just do practice and everything. So I guess if I would have a strategy, it was just kind of keep the tires underneath me and hopefully cross my fingers that I was fast enough on the long run to make something happen. And I could definitely tell that after 45, 50 laps there in the last few, or the runs that we got, it was really when the speed was starting to come in. So I knew that if it went green to the finish there on the last run, that I was hopefully going to get top 3. I knew Levi was coming. Used up all of his stuff, and it was a good race for him. Kind of sucks that he got caught a lap down. So did a few other people, but yeah, it was a good race.
Now, even though there was the bumps in 1 and 2, and then the loosey goosey there coming out of 4, there really was 2 lines of racing the entire night. How fun is it to be able to have 2 lines that you can use and race a race like this tonight, where it was as clean as it was? I mean, you guys always usually do an outstanding job of keeping a race clean, unless it's Martinsville, and then we just kind of forget that ever happened. But how fun was it tonight to have a track like this that you could use multiple lines?
It was really interesting because, like, if you were in clean air, if you weren't battling side by side, you can make both lanes work. I know Larry and a few other guys, I mean, just particularly Larry, he had the bottom figured out. He was a rocket ship there on the bottom. And personally for myself, like, after every time I'd get off that top lane, just neutral out, like, I couldn't turn down there. I couldn't get it figured out. I personally stayed up high the whole race, and 3 and 4 kind of never ran lower than the 3rd lane. But it's really cool. I think that Iowa's one of the only tracks on iRacing that we have that's actually multi-groove. So it really comes down to, like, a preference and driving style and stuff like that. But it's really interesting. It's a really hard track to pass at, even though it's multi-groove, which kind of makes it interesting. But no, I think we saw plenty of passes tonight, and I can't wait to go back and watch the broadcast and just kind of see everyone's driving styles, everyone's lanes, and what their preferences were. It's cool to see.
Yes, sir. Well, once again, congratulations on making it back to the podium tonight. Before we let you go, anyone you'd like to say hello to or give a shout out?
Absolutely. First of all, I want to shout you guys out. I heard you guys had technical problems there at the beginning. That sucks, but I'm glad that you guys got it back up and running. I can't wait to go back and watch the broadcast. I know you guys do an awesome job every single week. I want to give a shout out to my teammates. Zach finally cracked the top 10, as did I in this race. After 5 weeks of being unlucky, we finally did it. Want to give a shout out to Bob, finished well. Unfortunately, Nick didn't finish as well as he wanted, but he had the speed. Want to give a shout out to everyone that's watching the broadcast. We appreciate all of you guys' support and the time that you guys spend watching us and supporting us, and as well just all the league drivers. If it wasn't for them, I mean, this league wouldn't be anything.
Awesome. Well, Cedric, thank you so much, sir. We will see you next week, and congratulations once again on that third placement.
Thank you. Hopefully I get to talk to you guys next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That's the 13 Hello Kitty car of Cedric Hunter. We're going to bring our second place finisher up now. That is going to be Big Mac himself, Mr. Zach Hall. Zach is leading booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir, I do, man.
Man, another great finish for you. If it wasn't for the alien Larry Yingling, I think you had this thing won, but he had this track figured out. Tell me what your strategy was going into this race tonight, especially on a track with multiple grooves that'll work, but also tricky with the bumps in 1 and 2, and with 4 being just as loose as it was coming out.
Yeah, it was a tricky night here tonight. I came into tonight, really struggling in points. Haven't got a top 10, a top 5, even though I've been running up there all season. 15 points coming out tonight, so that should be good tonight. I came in here really just focusing on top 5, top 10 run. Nothing stupid, they're trying to put myself in good situations. And personally, I mean, this was like a win tonight after the season I've been having. So, Larry's just a tough one to beat, man. He's like I was telling him down there, I tried everything to put the pressure on him there. I knew I was maybe a little bit quicker on the first 10 or 15 laps of a run, but he's just so gosh darn consistent. And yeah, very good race. I mean, I'm proud of the league for how tough a track this is, and the fact that as many cars we had, and having a great race like this. It was really, I'm just worn out, Lee. That's all I can really say.
Yeah. One of the things that me and Robert kind of talked about during the race was that this track is so unique because it's not a 1.5 mile oval like a Vegas or a Atlanta, a Charlotte, something like that, Kentucky. It's not a true short track like a Martinsville or a Dover, but that 0.88 mile 2 groove banked track, it's completely different than anything else that's really on the schedule. What made y'all choose this track, and was it everything that you were expecting competition with?
Yeah, definitely. We really put this track on the schedule due to people asking for it. A few guys were out there, saying they really love this racetrack, which is very unique. I think that's why a lot of guys like it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are completely different. I couldn't figure out 3 and 4 all night to save my life. How them guys
no, you could not.
Yeah, I was trying different things and searching, and I could run the bottom for a few laps, but my right front just started cooking, and I'd have to move up a groove and then try to make that middle work. But yeah, you get the run off, but I was just giving up so much time entering. But 1 and 2 all night was personally my strength, and it has been at this track. It's just that bumps, the way they line up. There's a certain line you can take, which is really hard to hit. I mean, I probably hit it 10 or 15 times tonight out of the 194, where you can just kind of miss those bumps on entry and on the middle of the corner. And I don't know, it really overall, it was a fun racetrack. It's difficult, very difficult, especially in this Cup car. I've never actually ran it in this Cup car, so really coming from experience from the Xfinity, the trucks here, and usually it's been just kind of one groove track where you run the bottom in 1 and 2, and then you go up against the wall in 3 and 4. So tonight, to see different kind of grooves working, I was able to make passes to the bottom, the top, the middle. It personally, I couldn't ask for a better race for the track, the way it played out. So really happy we put this on the schedule, and hopefully next week at Bristol we can get some multi-group racing too.
Now, as you talked about, not had a very good start to the season so far. Started off 24th in points. Now it was up to 17th, I believe, going into tonight's race. A top 2 finish. This will help you in your points, but also maybe start some momentum heading down the stretch, heading into the playoffs. How big was this finish for you tonight?
Oh, this was season changing. Like I said, it feels like a win. I mean, we go into Bristol, and Bristol's personally one of my best tracks. So I'm hoping that can kind of carry over to next week and not get in no trouble there. Stay consistent, just get another good finish. Then we go to the Roval, where I feel like I can really compete for a win. And then we got Kentucky to finish it out. That'll be hit or miss. I haven't really ran laps in the new Kentucky too much. But personally, this was a win for me tonight. I couldn't really ask for anything better. I mean, Larry is so tough to beat, and to be only almost a second back and putting pressure on him, at least for most of that race, I'm happy with my result. Especially because I felt like I've been running in this position most of the season, but I just haven't been able to put it down. Something bad happens, and I know luck. Some people don't say luck is real, but man, I had to put the 4-leaf clover on the car to give me some luck back because we might have to keep that on there actually because it helped tonight for sure.
Well, congratulations once again on that third place finish. Second place finish, excuse me. Got family members that I haven't talked to in forever, like sending me random messages through the race. It's like, what's going on there? But congratulations on that second place finish tonight. I know that you were not only needing it, but really enjoyed being out there tonight. Before we let you go, would you like to say hello to or give a shout out to?
Yeah, first off, shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome, as always, up here in the booth. And I'm just glad to be able to talk to y'all after a race here in the podium position. And thank Larry. Man, he put the test to me tonight. I like having a challenge, and having somebody to shoot for like that is always fun. And I just, that's a guy that'll make us all better. So I really like having him out there with us on the track, and he's a tough one to beat. But shout out to my team, of course. Congrats to Cedric for a podium finish tonight. It's his first top 10, so it was good for Cat 5 kind of get the ball rolling. And shout out to Nick and Bobby who were here tonight. They didn't have the greatest fronts. Caution didn't fall away. But shout out to all my boys. And, man, thank you guys so much, and thank all the fans. That's really it. And thank the lead drivers.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Zach. Enjoy that second place finish, and we'll see you next week at Bristol, sir.
10-4, guys.
And that is Zach Hall, your second place finisher. Now we're going to bring up our winner this evening. He is Mr. Ultra Instinct. He is a Super Saiyan. He is Larry Yingling. Larry is leading the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, we talked about many times, because you've been in this booth with us almost after every race. You usually finish in the top 3. Last season, we talked about how you took the points lead from the very beginning and never let go of it. And you continued this season in dominating fashion. Tonight, I don't think, besides maybe a handful of laps that I can count on both hands, where anyone was within a second of you. Why are you so good at Iowa?
I'm still trying to figure that out. Coming into this week, I was not really looking forward to this race. I was thinking top 10 at the least. And then I just did a team practice, and the setup just felt a lot different than I would have thought here. And just kept working the bottom and just kept doing my thing, and it just worked out.
So now there really was 2 grooves that were working tonight, but I think you had the bottom groove worked out more than anyone else. And we just got done talking to Zach, and he was talking about through 3 and 4, he could not make that bottom groove work, but you had it stuck to that yellow line. What was your secret in 3 and 4 especially, but even the entire track, of being able to run that fast groove the entire night?
I don't know about a secret, but I was just pretty consistent every single lap. I think like lap 40 to run 60, I did the same thing as I did lap 1, just stay consistent. I kept looking in my mirror, and I was surprised everyone was pretty much up top, and I was like only one on the bottom, so I was very surprised on that still working.
Yes, sir. Well, you continue with your points lead. We head into Bristol. You're good at Bristol as well. What do we got to look forward to next week?
Definitely a track position game there. It's just one groove up top for the most part, and I do expect a decent amount of cautions, not a lot, just some.
Gotcha. Well, before we let you go, anyone you'd like to say hello to or give a shout out to tonight?
My teammates this race, Levi Cox, Chad Wilkes, and Jason Spear. Thank you guys for broadcast as always, all the admins and people behind the scenes for putting this league on. And a great race by Zach. He definitely kept me on my toes that whole last run. And good run by Cedric in third.
Awesome, sir. Well, congratulations on your victory here this evening. We will see you next week at Bristol. And thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And that was Larry Yingling, your race winner, Mr. Ultra Instinct himself. I just need to see him glowing like Goku when he goes into Super Saiyan with some silver hair, and then we're all set. But we're going to go over our final, I want to say standings, our finishing order for this evening here at Iowa. Larry Yingling was your race winner, 1.239 second margin of victory over second place Zach Hall. Cedric Hunter will be in third. Chad Wilkes in fourth. Levi Cox fifth. Jason Spears sixth. Christian Converse in seventh. Bob Skinner after that initial avoidance of an accident, finishes in 8th position. Brad Allison in 9th. Corey Blevins 10th. Ron White in 11th. Whitley in 12th. Brandon Colley 13th. Christian DeBoyer 14th. Matt Hunter 15th. Nick Crawford back to 16th. Jonathan Smith 17th. Troy Torgerson in 18th. Chuck Sweetie 19th. Justin Bowles in 20th. Jeff Gilmore 21st. Chris Wold 22nd. James Hackworth Jr. 23rd. Richard Swaverly in 24th. Garrett Belzy in 25th. Danny Lawson blew that engine, man. Bad night for Lawson, 26th. Kavana Holt in 27th. And Michael Yarrow finishes in the 28th position. I don't think Yarrow or Holt started the race. So
Nope.
I think Yarrow might have came in, did a few practice laps, and decided to go join his Smoke Inc. buddies and inquire about a different thing tonight. So that is your finishing order. Robert, another great night at Freaky Fast broadcasting on the World Series of Sim Racing Net. Tomorrow night we head out to Sim Racing Unleashed in an unknown, undisclosed location in Area 51. Now, where are we going tomorrow? I really don't know.
Darlington.
Darlington. That's a cool little track, but that's a hard track to master.
Yep, and they're going to be having their throwback schemes, so you're not going to be happy because there's going to be a whole bunch of different schemes out there tomorrow night, Lee, so prepare yourself.
Oh, that's just wonderful. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
It's throwback. Darlington is the throwback year, so we'll see what they come out there tomorrow night. So, yes, everybody, thank you for tuning in on Facebook and YouTube. We do apologize for that little hiccup that we had at the beginning, but we got everything up and running, and we hopefully you enjoyed the show here tonight with Lee Tidwell and Robert Moyer up here in the booth at Iowa Speedway. But we'll be live tomorrow at 7:50 with Sim Racing Unleashed at Darlington. So we hope to see you then. Until then, God bless everybody. Love yous all. Peace out.